You know, Bearyena, truly, it is you who should fear us. You stroll into my camp, you stroll in to the Pack's territory, and think that you are going to find an easy meal with our young child here, with young Arku. And the truth is, Arku is about to make a very short work of you and feast upon you, and I can prove it like so. Boom! Oh my gosh. Wow, Arku, good job. Okay, well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Pack, where we are continuing to prove our utter supremacy on this so-called hard island of the Dangerous Hills. Our pack grows in strength and number, and we are continuing our conquest of the island with various small stories playing out within. And eventually, as we move our way over all of these various islands and every scrap of grass except for the regrowing scraps of grass that pop back up no matter what I do, we will eventually work our way towards one of the jungles and see how many islands we can conquer as the Pack. So welcome back, everybody. I am very excited to dive on in and just continue on. So let us do so. I do believe that the young Arku would not be too opposed to sharing some of his food with his sister Lalami. So Lalami is going to come on over and have a little bit of a meal. They are both sickly nichelings, so they can actually stay close to each other, born from the same sickly mother, Denise, who actually is about to pass away, which is stunning because she has been around for quite a while, and she has given birth to 5 children now. We have Lalami, Arku, Rasi, Dukir, who definitely needs renamed, and Sakil, beautiful Sakil, child after my own heart, who I hope will have many beautiful babies with another one of my favorites, Javari. But as it stands right now, neither of those two know that that is the fate that I have planned for them. So it's going to be an interesting discovery when their eyes meet and they find that they were always meant for one another, but it's going to take me a little bit of work to make that happen. Also, Chorusy is now old enough to start exploring around the edges of the territory. Tataro is not, so we'll have little Tataro kind of scooch along with his mom. There we go. Latori, if you don't mind, we can do a little bit of conquest by discovering the grasses around you. But if you guys are confused about who these nichelings are, what I mean by conquest, what our goals are, why I won't look at the genetics tab, then please watch the previous episodes. We have built up quite the awesome little army and quite the story, and I don't want to waste a lot of the people who have been here's time with having to rehash it all the time like I normally do. That was actually just me trying to be considerate. Sniff, sniff. So just make sure you ask in the comment section if you're not sure exactly what's going on and you need a little bit of clarification. But otherwise, you guys know the story, you guys know the characters. Let's move on. Robin is finally about to have the satisfaction of clearing away these little patches of grass. There she goes. And when she hits like a couple more, she's getting really old, and I think she will happily pass away on top of this tree trunk, feeling that she contributed to the conquest of this island with her family and her tribe. Meanwhile, Isli is going to go ahead and, with Blink's help, discover a few of the grass pieces around them, and then I think that they're actually going to continue moving on, kind of in search of a good spot to set up a nest. Isli was left with the burden by her parents, the wonderful burden, the noble burden of leading the tribe, and she is actually the designated alpha. But even though she's the designated alpha, and at this rate she is destined, even though she and Blink have quite a thing going together, and Blink actually may have rare immunity genes, so they'll still have children. At this rate, she's destined for Taduk, who needs renamed. Actually, I forgot to rename everybody, but we're just gonna leave it at this point and name them next time. I can't name them during the episode where you guys can see because we're playing blind genes, so we can't open the family tree because it will show their genes. But we now have Taduk with strength level 10 and a face that nobody can really tell much about the expression of, and he is actually now destined, as all of the pack who can at least communicate with each other in this ever ever-expanding expanse of pack members, agrees, is supposed to be the mate to create a stronger lineage. And a stronger lineage is kind of needed to balance out the selfishness of Danisi and Tarkil, who have had child after child together, and those children have turned out sickly and are doing their best to prove that their parents' love was not actually a mistake, but we'll have to just wait and see how things go there. I kind of think that Hal and Lalami might have some good children, but we'll have to wait and see. She's still kind of young to be thinking about that. All right, and then we have Nathan, happy to explore, do his part down here. Did we get that bunny? That must have been the glitch. We shouldn't have been able to reach that bunny. All right, so let's see. We also have Roro, another wonderful explorer. He found a rock. Oh my gosh. Look at all these rabbits. We just got rushed by like 18 million rabbits. That is so ridiculous. Can we get any of them? All right, so Taduk has now proven that he can help the hunt for the family, even at his young juvenile age. Pretty impressive if you ask me. Nutaro is a little bit disappointed because he didn't turn out to be the really powerful Bearyena snouted child his parents hoped he would be. But Nutaro's older brother, half-brother, Hal, is actually going to take him under his paw and show him the ropes of proving his honor to the pack in another way. Even if he wasn't just brute strength strong, he can help the pack by expanding the territory and conquering the island. Meanwhile, Janai and Tankrar cannot get enough of each other because they are so proud. They have a hard time having babies, but they are so proud that they were the ones to welcome into the family with really low fertility, I just realized, the Bearyena snouted children. So we're getting really low on the fertility. That's going to be an interesting pinch to those sides of the family tree. Didn't notice fertility was so low. But we'll have to see what we do about that. I don't think we have actually unlocked, unfortunately, the fertility genes yet. We have apparently not even survived 50 days. Our goal with this tribe is to survive to 100 days and possibly conquer the island of the jungle. I really want to conquer the jungle. I haven't forgotten. It's been like a month ago, but I haven't forgotten the glory of my wonderful jagged jungle tribe that got destroyed like instantly by apes. So I really want to bring those apes what's coming to them. All right, so we're gonna have little Kuduk jump over here. Denisi is going to have her very last child with her beloved, and that's kind of sad. She'll also keep guard over their daughter Rasi, and we'll have Tarkil step to the side. He has to kind of let nature take its course, but he got one healthy son out of their many children, and hopefully that will be enough to pass on his line through that branch. Rimi died, and she was like, whatever, just like the rest of life that she greeted with kind of a shrug. Geru is over here with a healing plant. I'll remember it's there for Sakil's sake. And right over here, Silk will hopefully have another beautiful, healthy child that I can spoil absolutely rotten because I love these two. There we go. All right, lots of movement there. Oh, and then we have Genesis, who actually is still alive. I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised about that, but he is. And Dirkirnu, one of his children, is still alive too. Dirkirnu is beautiful. He's got some really great traits. I don't know if he'll have any children though. He is sickly. He may be an island explorer. I may actually send him, well, he's kind of far away from an island for a sickly nicheling. I think he'll just go inland. He'll go inland. There's other sickly nichelings. Maybe he can be sickly together with Lalami, and it's actually like meant to be, as romance and love sometimes takes you aback. So we'll have Genesis guide his only, I think this is his only sickly child, but we'll have Genesis guide his only sickly child over to the wilds where maybe he will fall in love with Lalami, and maybe they'll have a healthy child. Who knows? You got to keep hope alive. All right, let's see. Speaking of keeping hope alive, Don, thank you. He destroyed that one patch of grass that would have thwarted me and conquered it for us. So now we are going to get this guy across the island back over to his sister Robin, who's been his buddy his whole life, and hopefully that'll work out well. All right, so that takes care of everyone. And it's a rush. Whoa, boy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where to begin? One of our creatures has infected another. Okay. Baby has been born. Ta-da! It's a female! Yes! Happy day! Miana has been born and she's got those Bearyena. Where is it? Is the Bearyena? Yes! The Bearyena snout is actually inside of the mutation menu now. So actually, anybody can have that now, which is fantastic. And it adds, I'm pretty sure it adds quite a bit of strength. Yeah, it adds 2 strength. And she has ram horns. She's another 10 out of 10 strength creature. That's fantastic. We also have another baby over here. Rilako. She's quite lovely. No! Silk! Your mate died! No! I'm devastated. Oh my gosh. My heart is broken. My OTP is dead. No! That escaped my notice until just now. Oh, Silk. Woe. Woe upon the household. Oh dear. I think we just lost a baby. Oh, phooey. Oh, phooey. We did. We lost this baby. And we have a healthy son. Another healthy son. Oh my gosh, we lost our daughter, Rasi, unfortunately, but left to Tarkil are 2 healthy sons, one of which, Kirnuvan, what do you have on you, Kirnuvan? Is basically Tarkil the Third. Yes, he looks more or less just like his daddy, and he happens to have Bearyena claws. They're hiding, they're kind of hard to see inside of his mother's bones, as sometimes is wont to happen with a newborn child in our nicheling world. It is a wild and cruel world, but he does indeed have the Bearyena claws, so that is wonderful. Fantastic. All right, we'll work on that in a little bit. He also has a brother to kind of watch over him and take care of him. Thank goodness. Also, there's bunnies everywhere. Oh my gosh. My tribe could just feast for days, like quite literally. There's so much food all over the place. And a new nicheling named Sequoia, who we'll remember. I don't know if we'll do anything with her yet. We're actually, fingers crossed, not doing terrible when it comes to our immunity genes. Definitely some issues, but we've surprisingly overcome several of them too. All right, wow, there's a lot of food everywhere. There's just so much food. There's so many nichelings and there's so much food. Maybe we're supposed to get this much to prepare us for the jungle island though. A mama! Yes! A friendly Bearyena and a mama! Forgive me! All right, quick, befriend the friendly Bearyena. All right, I know we just destroyed his mother, but that's a good thing, as terrible as that sounds. To hopefully get some new gene flow in and to have a protector within the Bearyena group. So that happened. Don, we'll get you over here. You and Robin can hang out. Robin is getting old, but she's probably very happy. Like, I feel like she's pretty much explored the amount that she needs to, and she can get that leech off you finally, Don. You've really put up with that leech quite admirably. Nothen can continue to explore this edge of the island. We're conquering quite a bit of it. I'm very happy about that. We're going to go ahead and have... Oh, Genesis got sick because I kept him near his son. Whew, that was a mistake. But at the same time, I think it was done out of love because he does care very deeply for his son. So Genesis is leading the way for Dukirnu. And then Kiro, he'd be like, hey, Genesis, what's up? It's been a long time. Kiro's going to jump up and kind of do some exploring. I feel like Giru, I'm going to bring Giru over now that there is Mian, who we'll give a new name to, I think. And I feel like he may actually take Mian as a mate. So we're going to start wiggling over there. Got to keep away from Genesis. He has basically the plague. There we go. What to do with this family group now? I'm going to go ahead. We're going to have Nutaro jump over here, and he's gonna learn the ropes in exploring from good old uncle or good old older brother Hal. So Hal is gonna help out. Meanwhile, Van, scooch over. Your parents, I feel like Tankrar and Johnny are just thrilled to bits and pieces, having a hard time having kids sometimes, but they love their children because they're exceptionally proud of being the ones to bear Bearyena snouts into the family tree. Let's see. We've got lots and lots and lots of sickness absolutely everywhere, and we have unlocked a new gene to mutate in. Was that just the Bearyena snout? We already had the Bearyena snout. I'm looking at it. Give me a second. Time to sip my tea and... Oh my gosh! Well, well, well. Just in time to have to cope with the fact that we were getting some low fertility creatures, my friends. We've got normal fertility popped right in at the right time. So we have actually survived 50 days with this tribe. This pack. Very proud. I think we've got this in the bag. Let's continue on with the conquest of this island and then go and eat some apes. Oh yeah. All right, anybody left? All right, Sakil. It's almost time. I'm so excited. All right, so we're gonna have beautiful Chorisi. Oh no, and Totaro lost his mom. Oh, bless him. He's just a little rogue-born child, but he's a sweet thing. Let's see. And Chorisi, I kind of want her to go and possibly become the mate of like one of my beautiful handsome nichelings over here. So I'm gonna have her start wiggling her way that direction. And she's going to pass by Sakil. She might call out to her brother that like, hey, there's somebody here. And Javari is going to jump up over here, apparently immediately destroy 2 rabbits. And I think that Sakil is going to be a little shy. She's going to dive into this grass so that we can clear it and conquer it. And we're going to have Sakil and Javari finally meet. And I think we'll actually have a meet over here so that Javari can do some exploring and conquering of this area. But we can keep Sakil near this berry where hopefully she can extend her lifespan a little bit because she is a sickly nicheling with bad immunity genes. All right, in fact, let's go ahead and do that next. Dun 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 dun. We had, whoa boy, death. Oh dear, Genesis passed away because he was super old. That's a big pity. I really very much enjoyed Genesis. And somebody else died? Oh no, Roro died. Row your boat down the stream. I'm so sorry, buddy. He passed away because he was super old as well. Phooey, that's a pity, but it does happen, and he passed away at a high peak, so hopefully he will be remembered on the peak of the ancestors. Meanwhile, I think Taduk is quite the avid little hunter, so he and his brother Van are probably going to be a good hunting crew. Go away, Bluebird. No, none of my children for you. We have the little baby Bearyena keeping an eye on us over here. We'll go ahead and get Isli kind of started towards that direction. We just found a nest, which is a good sign, actually. And we may allow Isli to leave a child with a Blink, her beloved, knowing that she is going to have a child with one of these strong males in the future. Also, we have a strong female, which is fantastic. She's going to scooch over. Johnny has given birth to a child who basically looks kind of like her, Rihanna, and there's a beautiful daughter, but there's a little bit of a but because they're like, well, you know, she isn't exactly Bearyena snouted, and we can't add Bearyena snouts into the mutation menu to try to up that chance because it's not available for these ones. So, all right, there we go. We'll clear away this grass, and then older brother Hal will continue to show the ropes of exploring and conquest to his younger brother Nutaru. For some reason, I always think that says like Nataru. And so I just keep thinking of Nataru every time I see him. It's just driving me batty. Let's see. And then we're going to have Lalami continue exploring. I do think she has caught the attention of Dukirnu. And Lalami would be quite upset that Dukirnu just strolls right up to them. Doesn't he know how dangerous that is? But turns out he's also sickly. And that makes her go, oh, like maybe they can bond. Maybe they can have a friendship and even something more. All right, we'll continue clearing and conquering. It takes forever. Why does it have to take forever? But it does. And Geru is going to wiggle his way over for the young Bearyena sounded Miana. So hopefully they will be able to have healthy children. Geru, get away from all of those unhealthy ones. There's that wanderer. Don't want web-tined legs, so she can just wander off. Chorisi and my very handsome Takil III over here definitely need to make something happen. So we're gonna bring little Chorisi over. We do need to continue kind of pushing this way to explore though. And I feel Takil kind of feels a little bit responsible for having kind of like spent his entire life with the mate of his choice versus responsibly taking care of his tribe the way he was supposed to. So I think he will kind of stick over here. And he'll take his children, I mean, to go explore. Not stick over here. The opposite of stick over here. Tarkil is going to guide his sons into the wilderness and try to carve out some of it as conquest for the pack to kind of show his apologies that he spent his whole life frittered away having unhealthy children, bringing potential sickness into the tribe. But he loved his mate and he doesn't apologize for that, but he will take his healthy sons and establish a new area where hopefully we will have them bump into the beautiful Korosi, who I really love. She's quite delightful. So we'll have Korosi maybe come this direction, and then we'll have Sakil go this direction, and we'll have, let's go ahead. Can I eat this? Okay, we're gonna eat this. And then we're gonna have Javari catch sight of Sakil, and Sakil will dash away from him over here and go ahead and eat that healing fruit. Yes, and she has much more to live. And now we shall hopefully make them meet next time. This takes a while to get everybody moved into position. All right, Rolako, the last child of Silk, and the last child of Silk's beautiful romance in this palace under the tree, is ready to explore. She does not have the same loyalty that her mother Silk does to this area, and they are meant to be carnivorous explorers who conquer an island after all, not quiet nichelings eating nuts under the safety of a tree. So I do believe that we will actually release little Rilako to go forth into the tribe and do some exploring. All right, Nathan, explore away. I don't even care if you really eat a Dodomingo anymore. I'm not afraid of Dodomingos. they can yell all they want. Don, hold still for a second. I forgot about your leech. Come here, Dawn. All right, we're gonna get your leech. We're gonna give you a lick, and Robin's just gonna be happy that she took care of her goofy brother that she's always really loved. All right. Next up, that was a big growl. That was like, I'm gonna eat you and everybody you hold dear growl. And it's our first killer Bearyena. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay, our very first killer Bearyena we might actually fight. We have to handle this with a plum. Let's work on everybody who won't be involved, like Tataro, son of clearly Tata. And Silk is going to come over and help do some exploring, show her child how to do some exploring. Rilako is young and new to this and quite excited. Korosi is over here kind of carving out some territory too. Javari is going to ignore that bunny because he has fallen for this beautiful nicheling who's right over here. And I feel like Sakil is quite shy, but she can't go to him because she's sickly right now. So she kind of resists, but only because she's worried about Javer's health. And hopefully they will have a romance and many beautiful babies because I love them. There we go. Now that Kirnu, who is actually going to be Tarkil III with 3 L's, is old enough, we're going to start roaming across the land. We shall take what we find, we shall destroy the berry bushes, we shall conquer any of the grass that has forgotten the feeling of our paws underneath their feet. So we'll handle that. Let's see. And then this is all just regrowable grass, so nothing's going to focus on new territory. And then we have the little friendly baby Bearyena over here. And Isley, I believe it's time for Isley to go ahead and have her child, if she can, with Blink, who will hopefully pass on some healthy genes. So Blink, we need him to try to pass on some more powerful genetics. Isley already has the Bearyena claw. We're going to try to pass on the Bearyena snout from both of them, which is a bit of a pity because I do love Crackerjaw and it's, hey, come back here. And it's quite useful, but we do need to try to pass that on. Blink will try to pass on some antlers to be useful to the family that way. And we'll try to pass on the white horns too from Isley. I hope that will work. We'll have to see how that goes. All right, meanwhile, Robin only has 1 day left. She was a grand lass. We're going to leave her up there to kind of enjoy the last moments. And I think Dawn is just going to be like gathering up. The leeches are coming for him again. What is it about Dawn? Where the leeches want to eat him all the time? But we're going to let Robin stay up here where she can just kind of relax at a high peak as she has earned over the course of her life. All right, meanwhile, I think Lalami and Dear Kunu have fallen in love. And we're going to see if we can pass on some of the ever important traits like Bearyena Claw And Bearyena's snout isn't really essential, but it's pretty darn cool if we can get it in, because we'll be super strong. The Bearyena snout's not the most attractive thing in the world, but I have to admit it is exceptionally useful for pulling that strength up. I mean, the difference between 4 strength and 10, or like 6 strength and 10 strength, is possibly the difference between defeating this killer Bearyena or dying to him. So that's kind of a big deal. All right, so Lalami, we're going to clear out some of the grasses. I think they're young and they don't have long to live, but they also are a little timid about the idea of starting a family. Arku is just happy to watch over his sister and see that she has love flourishing. And now we have handled almost everything. Masana has been born. She is unfortunately, they don't say it out loud, but another disappointment because her parents were really hoping for another Bearyena snouted child. They're going to try and try again and then tend to the nest and just hope that they'll be able to have powerful children. And speaking of their powerful children, I think it's time, guys, to surround this good-for-nothing big killer Bearyena who thinks it can just stroll in and eat us. It is finally time for our first battle with a killer Bearyena. What is going to happen? Are we going to win? Giru, dive in, prove yourself to Miana, who you might be able to take as a mate. Go, go. All right, there we go. More attacks. Okay, let's get over on this side and boom, boom. How are we going? Get out of the way, bunny. We're in the middle of a big, gigantic... We did it! How much meat do we get from that? I hope that was a lot. Let's see. 5. All right. 9. What? Well, we killed the killer Bearyena. And it was as anticlimactic as you can expect, but it was just a warm-up. A warm-up, my friends, so that we can prepare to have to tackle the exceptionally difficult apes. So, man, we're really like, I think we're going to be done with this in no time. We've got this. And I'm going to move even faster next time. So, all right, guys, I will see you all then. Bye-bye.